back on another Jeep adventure. We are on our way to the Primal Outdoors 4x4 van winter camp. And it's snowing outside, you can see. We stayed in Prospect last night. Ooh, a bunch of snow just fell. And we're stopping here at Beckie's for a little coffee and breakfast. Seem to be at a standstill here.
Everybody's out of their cars looking down the road, so I'm thinking it's not looking promising.
We're sitting here stopped with our flashers on, and that Sprinter van almost did not stop in time. That was pretty scary. We're bracing for impact. Coming across a scene like this is a good reminder to slow down and take your time on these icy roads. All right, we made it to just outside Bend, and we are stopping at Costco because Trey forgot his jacket, so he needs a new coat. We forgot a lot of things, but at least this one we can fix. So we'll run into Costco and then keep on our journey. All right, after about 11 hours and 400 miles, we're almost to winter camp. All right, it's cold, so I'm making a quick skillet meal for dinner. I've got this turkey chorizo, some rice, some cherry tomatoes from my garden, greens, and maybe a little avocado on top. friends Chambers Family Overland surprised everyone by showing up in a Sprinter van.
Oh,
That's medicine.
You have a Surly flask on there?
Yeah.
We spent the evening keeping warm and telling stories around the campfire. The next morning, we woke up to a fresh blanket of snow. Good morning. We got a good night's sleep last night. We had a diesel heater running. I'll show you that in a little bit. And had some coffee, woke up to more snow, and I'm just cooking some breakfast. We had a lot of leftovers from Beckie's the other day, so I'm just going to do that. Just kind of reheat everything, make it easy. But it looks like it's going to snow a little bit more this afternoon. We'll see how it goes. So this is our heat system. It's just an Amazon diesel heater with ducting that goes up into the tent and keeps it really warm inside. It snowed more throughout the day, and we all huddled around the campfire to keep warm. For an easy lunch, I'm just doing some tortillas with leftover dinner, chorizo and rice, and some black beans and some cheese, little burritos. Jason's good friend Scott surprised him with an elaborate prank where he handmade anoraks, Jason's signature wardrobe, for a group of their very close friends. The problem was they turned out so good, now people are pressuring him to go into business making them. So the sides of the tent got frozen last night, and our coats were on the sides of the tent, so we rigged up a little drying rack for them. We've got the diesel heater pumping and drying our coats. So we're using the diesel heater to thaw everything out. We're thawing out the awning so we can fold it up and put it away, and the rooftop tent covers up there, trying to thaw that out. We already ran it inside the tent and got it pretty much thawed out, and Trey ran it inside the cab of the truck because there was ice inside the cab of the truck too. So we're slowly getting there. Pretty soon we'll be able to put things back together and hit the road. It's our first time camping with so much snow and ice, so Trey's using some de-icer so we can collapse the tent, get the
these
ladder
rails are
folded.
full of ice, so it's never gonna fold up before it falls off.
We're getting there.
Still trying to get things thawed out enough to get the tent folded up.
That was pretty awesome.
Just hope you appreciate how much work that was just now.
See you guys later. Drive safe.
camp this morning because everything was so icy. It was hard to put anything away. We had to thaw it all out first. So our first goal is we're headed west back home and to make it over this really icy mountain pass. And then second goal, once we get over the mountain pass, is to find some place to camp tonight. So don't know how that's gonna go.
We're sliding along the road actually right now.
Okay. We're sliding. This is really scary. I'll show you the view. Alright, we made it past the real sketchy part and we're headed back down the hill. The road looks a lot better, more clear here, so we'll check back in when we end up where we end up. We found camp. We're at a Forest Service campground right along the Umpqua River. A really pretty spot, and the river should be nice and calming while we sleep tonight. And we got here before dark, which is really great because I'm going to make some dinner and then get everything set up and won't have to stumble around in the dark. We have this bag. It's a little bigger than it needs to be, but it's waterproof and it fits the diesel heater and all the components for the diesel heater and keeps it all dry and keeps it from rattling around in the back of the truck. So it's a little too early to eat dinner, but I learned a lesson at winter camp from my friend James to always make dinner before dark. So I'm going to go ahead and make it now. It's soup and we'll heat it up later when we get hungry, but it'll be done. Thanks, James. I'm making taco soup for dinner. I'm using ground venison, black beans that I rinsed at home, of course greens, and the Kinder taco blend, some homemade salsa, a little bit of corn, and some broth. And maybe top it with a little cheese and avocado. Also, it's New Year's Eve, so we might celebrate with some of this Snoop Dogg champagne. Since there's just two of us eating, I'm going to take some of the meat out and just put it in some burritos for lunch tomorrow, wrapped in foil.
We'll cook lunch.